Good morning team, just out at a mate's place up in Turangi, got the brothers here. We're just setting up some gongs to do some long range practice, get some validation for Owen Harris's 7mm rim mag. But because of the conditions a bit slippery and I've only got a 2-wheel drive truck, we're going to have to walk everything out, range it from our shooting pad, and then conditions are looking pretty good. Put some gong up and try and get out for a walk this afternoon. Few deer, pigs running around, but primary mission is to get some gong practice in, validate Owen's drop charts, and then yeah, hopefully go for a walk. So stand by, let's get some rounds down range.
Looks like you'll be able to see it from up there.
Gong done, right to 12. We're looking a bit average. Just going to do a quick confirm zero. Loaded up some rounds for Owen, or Gav did, and now he's going to put a couple of rounds through just to make sure the zero's sweet in.
And with that final shot, Owen was well and truly zeroed and ready to start hitting the long range stuff. Check out the gear we've got here today. A 308 sitting in an Accuracy International chassis with a Night Force on top of that, a 22-250 Remington action with a Leopold Mark IV on top of that, A5 Macmillan chassis. You've got my 300 Wisdom, my Canon X660, you've got Gav's Sarco A7 300 Win Mag, topped off with a VX6, and Gav's Canon SX60, just to record all those long shots. As you can see, boys and girls, there's a few dollars on the range today. Now let me just introduce you to Mr. Owen Harris. He's traditionally been a bit of a bush hunter, and he approached myself and Gav to introduce him to long range shooting, so we saw it as an opportunity to get our mate up here and get him into long range shooting, particularly on the gong session. So today Owen's up here to learn how to validate his load that Gav had developed for him, and to start shooting at extended range, 500 meters, 765 and 1000. So let's start off at 500 and see how our mate gets on. Stand by.
Send it, bro.
Look, man, I know we've been busy.
Ready? Yep. Oh, bro, just to the right. You see that? Elevation was good, eh? Ooh, just high. Oh, still top left. Oh, top right, sorry. Might need a dial on. Alright, just that's a consistent group. High, so you need a, what's your penny Darko, bro? Yeah, bro, yeah. So what's your MOA on there now, bro?
It's 11.3. Oh, 11 and 1. So go back down 2 clicks.
See, look, bro, he's too high.
Yeah, he's too high, yeah.
So you want to be 11 and 1.
Yeah, bro.
That should be on.
Right.
Because you were 2 clicks high there, bro.
Yeah, bro, yeah. Nah, good call, bro, good call. Right, with those adjustments made, let's see if we can get our man on to that 500 meter gong. Too easy. Right, my turn.
Tim, what are we? 495 meters. Make it 500. That's for 500 odd meters.
Hit, bro. Bottom left.
Money.
With the 500 meter gong validated, time to move on to 765 meters. Stand by as I call windage shots for Owen and try and get him onto the gong. Oh, ho, ho, Bo! Just to the bottom right of the gong. So hold slightly top of the plate, bro. A little bit high on the plate, and aim a foot to the left of the left-hand waratah. You got that, sir? Yeah, Bo! Money, brother, money.
So that's 23.
So with Owen validated at 500 meters and 765, it's time for yours truly and Gav to get a bit of the action. MOA 765.21. You're well ready? Job, Bo! Onto the 1,000 meter gong. Unfortunately, we had a hardware issue as Owen's VX6 Leopold scope with a zero stop was unable to dial any further than 765 meters. So it didn't matter how many calculations we mucked around with in our phones, it was not going to happen. So poor old Owen had to opt for watching us shoot at 1,000 meters. Never mind, bro, next time. The next serious shots, I want to be able to demonstrate to you the challenges of this long range game and trying to guesstimate wind.
Yeah.
Elevation is science, but wind is really just an experience thing. If you can't watch for a shot or you don't have a good spotter to call it for you, man, it can be a hard game to play in.
Elevation good.
Right.
Fuckers, you.
Right to the waratah.
Hey?
Right.
That was hard right.
I think a really good point to make is recoil management. If you can't manage to recoil on these big cannons to watch your follow shot, particularly when you're shooting by yourself, you're never going to be able to make any adjustments. You should be able to stay on scope and watch that follow shot, and then if need be, make a quick adjustment with a holdover to complete the shot.
Hit.
Time to Gav to wrap up our shooting session by nailing that gong just one more time at 1,000 meters. Just listen to the wind buffering. Man, did we have to do some big windage holds. At least 3 meters on some of those shots. Because we needed 3 ranges to validate Owen's drop chart, we decided just before we were going to finish for the day to get Owen to shoot at 300 yards just to make up those 3 ranges.
6 yards. 306.
4.12.
Got all our data. Made the gong go ping pong. And now we're going to go back to the potty and do a bit of calculation, have a bite to eat, and then maybe sneak out for a hunt.
Unfortunately, the weather packed up that afternoon, so we headed out in the morning for a shot. Wasn't too long before we got onto some animals. A couple of stags way down the back of a paddock. We're just trying to wait, it's just too bloody dark to take the shot. Wind was pumping about 8 to 10 mile an hour from left to right. We're just trying to identify our targets. Then Cribby believed the stag was on the move, so he opted to take a quick shot. Unfortunately, looks to be a clean miss.
Oh, that's picturesque. Look at that shit. Money sunrise. Oh, well. Okay, so that's some more targets around the corner. Hopefully we'll get into some animals and tag some out.
Hopefully. But bloody hell, we get around the corner, and what do we see? At 485 meters, a lone stag. A lone stag that turned into 2 stags. These 2 buggers weren't hanging around, and our boys just couldn't get onto them quick enough to get some shots away. Oh well, that's hunting. Never mind. I'll be there for next time. Bugger. Oh! Hey guys! Let me just turn this down. Hold on. I hope you enjoyed that video. What I'd like to do is finish it by taking the time to explain validation. I sort of looked through the footage. I'm actually, to be honest, still editing the video in real time. So I thought I'd just explain validation, well, what we call validation and how we do it. Let me just set the camera up. So, validation. I explained it a bit earlier when I introduced Owen, and I talked about it quite a bit. What validation is. It starts with, in order to do validation, is once you've got a load for your rifle, whether you buy it out of the packet or you get someone to reload it for you, you head down to the range, take a chronograph, you go down there, you zero it, and if it shoots really mint, and you're running the speeds through each one of the rounds through the chronograph, you're getting consistent speeds, so you get a really tight group, and you get a consistent speeds with the reloads. Then you get that data, you put that into a ballistic app like JBM Ballistics. That's the one I use. I think Owen and Gav use Sherlock. And once you've done that, then you've got basically a chart to start shooting off. But it isn't matched up to real time. Okay, what we have to do, like this whole video has been about, is to go out and find 3 ranges. I think we shot at 300 meters, 500 and 765. And what we're looking for is a variation or consistent drop in elevation. So, as you can see in the video, he shot 3 ranges, and we were taking down, noting what MOA he had to achieve to get onto the Gong. So the start point was his original data that went into the ballistic app. And what we're doing is there is a clear variation. We are matching using the ballistic data that he originally did as a start point, and just seeing if he needs to go up or down in minutes of angle elevation. And what we're looking for is a consistent drop. And the algorithms, some clever guy thought up, that sit in those ballistic apps, take care of all that. And what we're looking for is that consistency, and then we start to put the data in for the ranges. We tweak our feet per second, all your BCs, you can do those sort of things, bullet BC, and what happens is it starts to slowly slot into line. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. Okay. When we got Owen out there to start shooting on the range, his ballistic app told him for the following ranges that he should be dialing this for 279, 4.8, 495, 11.5 MOA, and 765 meters, 22.6. That was at a feet per second of 2,680. Okay, so what we did, that got fed into the ballistic app. Here's the ballistic app. I just happened to have Owen's data already loaded up. And the thing we're looking for, team, is that feet per second right there. Remember? 2,680 feet per second was our start point. Okay. So let's just look at one. Like I said, it was 22.6 on the app. That's what it says on there. Okay, and because I already know what the feet per second is we had to get. So the whole idea is that we had to tweak that there, that 2680, to get to match up what was originally on the chart and what we had to achieve, the MOA we had to achieve to line things up. So let's punch in, because I've already done this, 2650, done. Slide it across again, that's running at, let me just have a good close up here, that one there. I've tweaked it, it's gone from 2680 to 2650, zoom around a bit there team, and if I slide that across, 765 is 23.1, go down to 495 is 11.8, 79, 280 is 4.5. Okay, so those were all the ranges that we had to shoot to hit the Gong. compared to originally, that was the original data. This is the data on the day. That was the MOA, or the elevation. Owen had to plug into the ballistic app for him to hit the gongs. So that now becomes the validated chart. Okay? So that was validation. I hope I explained it clear enough. Sort of, that's the start point with all the data you put in at the range. And here's, when we go out, we use it as a start point, and here's the information we end up getting in real time to hit the gong. And then what we have to do is tweak, what I've done is tweak the feet per second in the ballistic app so they basically line up. And that becomes your benchmark, your new shooting validated chart. Okay, so I hope I've kind of explained it clear enough. I sort of even confused myself a bit. But it works for us. I've been doing it with all the rifles that I shoot and for friends as well. And it's, yeah, they seem to dial real nice. Just like in the video though, the killer or the real hard bit is judging that win. So hope you enjoyed that video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Cheers.
Cause we'll be home before we know.